Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers as they play against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, they are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten. Both of these teams we're about to watch, slower pace, lots of half-court, very methodical. Shaq, what do you think is the key to making that style of play work?
Well, you know, everybody in the NBA can play, but you got to have discipline, and you got to take good shots. You got to value each possession. You got to.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's sunny Southern California. So glad you can join us here at the sold-out Staples Center. And, of course, Nicholas Batum. He'll need someone to fill his role.
Well, Kevin, no question it's a risky deal to make because you can sometimes sour your fans when you do that. I mean, trading one of the most popular players on the team is always high risk, no matter what you get in return.
Yeah, but it's a trade that I'm sure a lot of fans will second guess. Clearly a bold move, but as a GM, these are the things that are supposed to happen. You're going to bring scrutiny, and you just have to wait and see how this plays out. You have to focus on the big picture and what's going to be best for your organization moving forward.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Gallinari in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Paul. A rebound by Gasol. Kobe against Paul. Ryan in the post. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And here are the Lakers. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Now here's Griffin, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. 5 to shoot, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender. And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Paul dishes to Jordan, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And Young kicks to Gasol. Tipped away. Young passes to Gasol. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Now here's Paul. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
The shot by Redick, no good. And Kobe, here we go. It's rebounded by Paul.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the wide-open shot from Redick. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
13 feet away. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Shoots from the high post. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Andrew Bynum's checked in for Julius Randle. Johnson comes in for Young. Williams is checked in for Bryant. And it's Russell in for Jeremy Lin. Back to Russell. Johnson dishes to Gasol. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Paul kicks to Griffin. Johnson against Gallinari. Outside Griffin. Inside, poked away. Bynum with the steal. And stolen by Redick. Jordan kicks to Griffin. The shot misses. And the Lakers going the other way now. On the wing, Williams, defended by Paul. Outside, Russell. On the wing, Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stopped a sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
And the Lakers making a change here. Nance is checked in. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Henry Sims is checked in for Jordan. Bargnani comes in for Blake Griffin. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Cannon in for Paul. The drive by Russell. So they take the lead.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Williams against Crawford. Three-pointer. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
The shot's good from Nance.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
6-second difference between shot and game clock. All alone, and the slam dunk by Russell.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively, and this lead, I think, is headed up.
And here's Crawford. Wing shot on the way. Got it off in time, but it's no good. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Lakers lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And a word from Chris Paul, who has a little something to say about the success of a very special and influential teammate, Blake Griffin. Of course, we know that Blake would say the exact same thing about Chris Paul. You know, Chris and Blake Griffin share so much in common when it comes to being the hardcore Clippers their owner brags about all the time.
And you think about it, Chris Paul is not easily impressed, nor is Doc Rivers, for that matter, but both of these guys have praised Griffin for how hard he's worked and how far he's come in his career.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Johnson, Clarkson is out there with Vujacic. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Bynum in at the 5. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
My, oh my. Did he ever flush that one hard?
Making a statement, you're right.
I tell you what, he took that personal, didn't he?
Now here's Bynum. Kicks it out to Johnson for 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Crawford. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Good game for Jamal Crawford. He has 9 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Now, here's Clarkson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Johnson. He dishes it to Bynum. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. And Los Angeles with some changes. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. That's Bryant in for Sasha Vujacic.
Kobe Bryant.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. The drive by Bryant. Left side Lin. From the arc. That's good, and it's Bynum with the assist. And that's now 6 points here for Lin.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Yeah, I thought they really tightened up at the end, guys. I mean, I think they were playing not to lose instead of playing to win. You got to go after wins. You can't try to hold on to them. You got to go get them.
Sasha Vujacic is checked in for Andrew Bynum. Clippers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Here's Griffin. Jordan trying to free himself up, and the shot is long.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Outside Bryant. Five on the clock. The 10-footer. Good on the jump shot. Bryant's got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Paul passes to Griffin. Jordan with a screen on Gasol. He got right to the cup using that screen. 6 points for Blake Griffin.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And the basket good.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Redick. 14 points from him the last game against Golden State.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team. Lakers leading by 3. Lin with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Shot is no good. Some solid D from Paul. Clippers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Crawford. The shot will not go. And it's the Lakers the other way. Now here's Kobe, the fast break opportunity. And good on the basket. Book it. 8 points here for Lin.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Picked by Griffin. Crawford drives in. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
And here is Los Angeles now. After the basket by Los Angeles, they retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Bryant gets it to go. Kobe's got 6 points in the quarter.
Kobe is knocking down some nice-looking baskets.
Crawford dishes to Paul. Jordan kicks to Crawford. Jordan the screen. Griffin sets the screen for Crawford. Here's Redick. Again, the Clippers.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Kobe. 23 points for him the last game against Detroit.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
The Lakers in the lead. Lin with it. Chris Paul covering. Paul with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Well, just take a look at what Kobe's done tonight. He has 12 points and 1 assist.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Julius Randle's checked in for the Lakers. Young comes in for Sasha Vujacic. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Henry Sims is checked in for Jordan. Bargnani comes in for Blake Griffin. Gallinari, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Cannon in for J.J. Redick. And Kobe drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Sims, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Sims has got his first 2 points of the night. Outside, Lin. Here's Cannon. Randle grabs the board.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish.
Look at that jam! Right, just beautiful.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. The Clippers on top, leading by a point. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I've got Kobe Bryant. And Kobe, tell us what's working for you guys defensively right now.
Well, keeping them out of transition, really. I mean, that's really been the big key this half.
Kobe, we appreciate the time. Gentlemen, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Chris Paul has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they're generating points in the paint, which I like to see. Too often teams fall in love with the three, and the defenses can key on that. You want to keep your offense unpredictable, which is why you need to establish a presence inside. Once you do that, then you can play inside out, and you've got the defense right where you want it.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Where was the sense of urgency? We all know they're capable of playing better, and no one wants to give up a ridiculous high shooting percentage. They need a little attitude adjustment in the second half, or this game will get away from them.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Gallinari in at the small forward.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Got a piece of it. Oh, and here comes Kobe all alone.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Here's Lynn after the Clippers pick up 2. From 18 feet away, and again it's the Lakers.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
The Clippers trail. Paul outside. And it's sent back by Bryant. And they're able to recover. And the shot is good. Los Angeles calls timeout. You look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
He's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Bynum comes in for Randall. And it's Russell in for Young. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Ball against Len. Now here's Gasol. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Plays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. Paul passes to Gallinari. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Gasol is screen on Gallinari. Kobe gets to Gasol. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And it's the Clippers with the ball after the basket by the Lakers. Paul kicks to Griffin. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Not that time, it's off now, shooting 7 of 10 from the floor. Bryant against Gallinari. The runner. That misses off the backboard. Clippers leading by 3. It's Crawford on the wing. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Lynn. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Lynn's got 10 points.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And the Clippers call time here. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Lakers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Bryant. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Kobe's got 25 points in the game. Cannon dishes to Gallinari to the left wing. Griffin goes in. Oh! Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throw down there.
Jeez, how did he do that? I mean, do you know how he did that? That was straight out of a circus act.
Yeah, well, he did seem to be walking the high wire. You're right, Greg. You are right.
Tell you what, guys, that dunk alone worth the price of admission.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Henry Sims is checked in for Blake Griffin. Here's Sims. So here's Gallinari, banked in off the glass. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. The drive by Bryant, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Cannon kicks to Gallinari. There's the pick. Can't hit. Johnson with the defensive effort.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Left side, Bryant. Outside, Russell. Back to Kobe for the lead. The second chance effort, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Crawford, no luck. Outside, Bryant. Top of the key jumper, no good. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Lakers on top as they wrap up the third quarter on a 15-6 run. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Here's Young. Lynn and Kobe are your 1 and your 2. Young is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Randall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. Kept alive. The dish to Gasol. Second chance shot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Lynn against Paul. A look from Griffin. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Bryant. And he swishes it right through. Kobe's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Lakers.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Redick with the bucket.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Lynn against Paul. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Tries it from 19. Kobe Bryant again. Bryant's got 17 points here in the second half.
In the mid-range. Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here. You know, Paul is playing really well. He has 12 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
The first free throw is good. And so Paul nails both of them.
Timeout call for the Lakers.
And the Lakers call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
And Redick kicks to Gallinari. He feeds it to Jordan. Back to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Can't cash in from the high post.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And Bryant gets it to go.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now the pass to Gallinari. Some solid defense from Bryant.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
He's feeling it. That one rolling around and rims out. Clippers trail by 5. Poked loose. Dishes to Gallinari. Los Angeles with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. The shot's good from Bryant. And here is Los Angeles now. Inside, Griffin, and he jams it with authority.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Lynn against Paul. Now Gallinari. The feed now to Paul. Kicks to Griffin. Fires from 14. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead. The Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Lynn the pass to Gasol. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
And the Clippers call time here.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
And the Lakers making a change here. Young's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Here's Lin. The Clippers getting the bucket. To the middle, here's Randall, and Griffin sends it back. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. .144 left to play in the final quarter. And that one's good.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 5. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gallinari. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Los Angeles leading by 3. Randall, a screen on Paul. Crawford against Bryant. Griffin grabs the board for Los Angeles. They've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Paul kicks to Griffin. And he dunks it down.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
Boy, you can actually feel it. It's palpable. The energy level on both sides has really gone up a bunch.
Now here's Kobe. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth.
Kobe has been sensational.
And here is Paul. Passes it to Griffin. 14 feet away. Rebounded by the Lakers. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time, Kevin, for the stars to shine.
Shot from 16. The kick out to Bryant. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They double-team Kobe. Back to Lin. To the paint. Here's Randall. Outside Bryant. Shot clock at 5. Griffin on the double-team. Now it's Griffin running. Here he goes. Sailing in. Yes!
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instinct straight to come up with the steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
And so they foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? You know, a few misses at the strike, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Big time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the three. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick two. I think they got to look for a quality three to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes. Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Pal, first off, congratulations on the win. How do you guys evaluate the progression of this team and how things are going right now?
Well, we're getting there. You know, it's we're working hard, executing and going through our plays every practice so we can execute better during games. And I think today we did a decent job of it. I think we still can improve. Too many turnovers, so we gave them a lot of opportunities.
Pal, thank you. Kevin, talent is one thing. Team is an entirely different thing.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
He was the star of the show for them on the offensive end. Over half of their points came through him. I think he was the number one option, the number two option, number three option, and then when the coach called timeout, he was still the option.
Look, how many times have we seen games like this from Kobe? He was the primary option. They needed a bucket, he delivered. This game has evolved in the last few years, but the recipe was working tonight.